Hello. Welcome. Greetings. This is, again, Transport Fever 2, where last time we built this lovely little mountain pass type railway road line, which is our first ever electric line, featuring this locomotive, which is not very fast, but it's going. It's going. We don't have any other trains on this line yet, and there are already quite a few passengers waiting. Now, this train has a substantial capacity. It's got a capacity of 110, but it is using the double-decker passenger cars. So, we will be upgrading this, and also, I did the iron wrong, because the whole point of having the iron here is that it can share the grain trains. So the grain gets brought from the farm over, and then gets deposited, and then it'll pick up iron, transport the iron all the way up to here, then come back down, pick up more grain. So that's the first order of business. Hello, Kango. I'll bust through. Hello. A ghost. A ghost. No. Welcome. Hello. It's been a while. It has indeed. It has been such a long time. Passenger numbers here seem to be in check still. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is fix the iron. So how does one do that? How is everybody, by the way? Doing good? Let's see. I want to move the... Okay, well, we've got 4 trains on the... We have already got 4 trains on the grain line, which I believe is this one. Yeah. And I could move the extra 2 onto that line, but I don't know if we really need that extra capacity. Tell you what, we've already got the trains, so I might as well... Actually, they're both trains are currently on their way to the steel mill. So let's quickly fast forward until both trains have deposited at the steel mill, because that's money that we would otherwise lose. Yeah, I'm fairly good. So that SES teased a new smaller truck for ATS2 earlier. Peeps and comments believe it to be DAF XD. XD. Right, so those 2 trains should be arriving in the not too distant future, hopefully. Oh, that's the age of the vehicle. Ah, I see. Okay. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Transport Fever 2 again. It has been a while since I last played it before this. Oh, hold on. But Fishing Iron Ore Mine number 2 is about to close. Where is that? Since I played it before the series. Actually, But Fishing was on the left. Is it this one? No, it's this one down here. Ah, I see. Well, I don't think we're going to really use that anyway. Although, I mean, that's an okay distance, but I'd really rather another iron ore mine spawns... Well, actually, no, we've got loads of iron down here, so no, I don't think we will need that one, so that's fine. Is that a... Yeah, that's one of the iron trains. Do let me know if the game's too loud or too quiet as well. In the teaser post, they said that this truck is ideal for tight, narrow city roads, but it is also capable of traversing longer distances. They also mentioned large windows. Ah, nice. Okay, so this train I'm going to immediately send onto... Nope. I'm going to immediately put on the grain line. And I'm going to put the other one on the green line as well. And then I'm going to change around the actual line. Is this one an empty? Yeah, that's an empty grain one. There's the iron one. Oh, the date is stuck. No, the date should be going forwards. And I do want it to go forwards with ×2 speed until we unlock something that I want to use. Because while we do have some steam engines that I did specifically download, I don't really have that great a use for them currently. Oh, and look, there are a lot of people waiting at these stops, which means we are definitely going to need more of these buses. I think we've only got 2 on this line currently. Yeah. Let's get 6 in total. What would y'all rather be? A blueberry or a blue gooseberry? Stream title. The FXD is one without an articulated trailer, right? Is it? Yeah, that's the stream title. Most pieces I've seen of it did have a rigid chassis, but some with a fifth wheel. I think I see it's maybe doing fifth wheel one. Although imagine if this is how they're introducing the rigid truck one, the rigid trucks. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so now you go on that line as well. Now pause. And now this line can be absolved. I need to do that in this view. Train Usher iron. That needs to be removed. Yes. And then this one needs to be changed to grain iron. So, okay, it starts over here, full loads. Actually, maybe full load isn't a good idea if it does both. Yeah, load if available. Hold on. Actually, I'm just gonna redo it. I'm going to redo it. So it starts there, and it's going to load if available. Then it's gonna hop over here where it'll unload. As soon as the game catches up, there we go. Then I'm gonna need to connect this so that it's actually part of the line, so that I can actually get there. It's going to load there, hopefully. It's going to go all the way up there. Then it's going to come back down to here. Which means I'm going to need to change this from platform 1 to platform... Actually, yeah, platform 2, because it's going to come back this way to load. Okay, so now we just need to fix the tracks over here, and also I do need to make the Umgehungslinie over by Flusshausen. Also, I will say I did enjoy the bus talk yesterday. Okay, standard. Some good old standard tracks. And then basically just like that. We already have a signal there, so that's fine. We don't need any crossovers. Well, we have a crossover here already, but we don't really need them. Oh, that's electric. I don't need electricity on this bit. Catenary, no. So that should have fixed that line. So now I guess we'll wait and see how things work out. It's immediately gone to the correct line, and that was overflowing anyway. So we'll see if this is probably going to be too many trains on this line now, but we'll see how it works out. Anyway, actually, hold on. I might as well go to the timetable and maybe give this line a timetable as well to space them out a bit. So they're 4-minute frequency, and I might as well make them wait at... Actually, which line is it? It's this one. At Bad Vissing, unbunch with a unbunch delay of 4 minutes, and then turn that on. So now they should, at Bad Füssing, which is up here, they should wait until it's been 4 minutes since the last one has departed. Let's fast forward a bit. That's a shame. Was hoping for a rigid body. Maybe. But in live streams, they did mention wanting to add different types of vehicles too. It would be so good for industry specialization. Just think of all those possibilities. Ah, Schneider PB2. Interesting. Oh, look, we've got a crocodile. I'm not sure if that might be the default one. Donnerbüchse, okay. And I think that's everything, but I will quickly, if I can find one. I wanted to find a depot. There we go. I want to quickly have a look. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything appearing. Well, that's 75 kilometers an hour. That might be the base game one. And it's much stronger. Yeah, we might replace the 40 kmh one with that one. But the 40 kmh one will be put in a museum. Okay, and that's now waiting at the station because it's not been 4 minutes yet. And this one's on the wrong platform. This guy needs to... No, this one's on the wrong platform. Hold on. No, this one's on the wrong. This one needs to turn around. And then it needs to... Hold on. Why won't that go? Oh, because there's another... Okay. I need to very, very briefly put in a signal there to allow this guy to turn around, which I'm not sure why I didn't do in the first place, but oh well. Now turn around. Yeah, that should have fixed things. Hopefully. A YouTube channel called AP101 Gaming takes clips of SES streams and compiles them together to short news update videos regarding future updates of SES games. Why are you going on the... You're not supposed to go this way. You're going against the grain. Oh, I suppose you're on the... Ah. You might be... Okay. Yeah, it was... Ah, I see. It was going to the wrong station. That's fine. We'll see how this turns out. Be so nice if I could manually tell it to go, but I can't. Ah, I've got the single, we've got an airplane, and that's that. Here comes our first iron ore train, that is now going to go all the way through. Yeah, that'd be great too. That'd be great. For the UK rebuild too. Well, we of course get many semi-trucks. There are also a lot of rigids. Oh yes, oh yes. We don't have any loan, do we? No, okay, good. You should be... Okay, you're waiting because of the timetable. That's good. Now, what is the rate of this line? 377. And this one's only 200, and the iron mine is 400. Okay, so the iron mine's 400, and the rate of this line is less than that, is it? Just ever so slightly. However, we do actually need a rate of 400, which means I'm going to keep those trains. Hello, Elisa. Welcome. VGR. I'll have to take a close look. Later. I'll have to take a look later, yes. Fun in advance. Would be really fun to load boxes of groceries or whatever supermarket into a box van, and then drive around the residential areas of towns to deliver them. I'm not sure if it's really large enough for that. Oh, we found a new one. This one I do believe is a mod. BBU thingy, yeah, yes. Okay, a new crocodile steamer, more steamer. Okay, that is something that I do want to play with, and so I'm gonna turn the speed down to paused. Because I do just quickly want to confirm this actually is working. Oop, 7-star farm allows closure. That was over all the way on the right. I don't think we're doing anything with that. It's that one up there. No, we're not doing anything with that up there quite yet. And I don't really have anywhere that could easily be connected to. So no, I'm not going to do anything with that. Oh, actually, is that the one that's the furthest to the right? It would be, no, that is a bit too close. I'm not gonna use that one. Just want to make sure the trains aren't blocking each other too much. Oh, Code Monkey, hello. Ambassador. Also, so you know, no face cam on Transmit View 2 streams anymore due to being delayed compared to the mic audio. Yeah. I gotcha. 377. The number is just permanently linked to me with this one. Same with many other numbers. Oh yeah. I have a friendly friend. Okay. Yes, I did, with the boxcars. I did read that one. And they said that I don't really know if the maps around the towns are really large enough for that to work properly. Ooh, an iron mine's closing. Where is that? Bergnau. That was over here? Is it that one? Or did that say that there was a new mine? Because I can't see anything closing. Maybe it just has closed now. Anyway, gonna leave that now. And when the little electric train, when this one has made it down to Mark Schellenberg, then I'm gonna replace this loco with the other bit stronger modded one for added speed, and then we'll see about adding in a second train on this line so that the rate is a bit higher, because currently the rate isn't great. It's like, yeah, it's 18 minutes or so. Although this is a really scenic route. Yeah, I was referring to something else, reproduction of a cargo, I think. I was thinking of the emu. I think it was the line's rate. Look at that station up there. The reflection of that roof. Normally, alright, how to deter current health status, she has been put on mandated medical leave until further notice. As do I. Okay, so, by the way, what's the production like? Actually, that's going pretty well. Right. Yeah, because thus far this line is definitely not profitable, but that's only due to the low speed, I think, and the high maintenance of the coaches. Okay, so that's done that. So now, manage vehicles, train 17, which I'm going to rename that to first, actually, first electric. And then I'm going to duplicate it And then I'm going to send this one to vehicle depot. Actually, yeah, this train I'm going to need to... Hold on. I thought I... Oh, right, I've got the depot selected. Where's the other train? There we go. This one, if I stop that there, can the other train come in now, or is that already blocked? No, that's already blocked. In which case I need to actually sell that train, and then the other one can go in the depot, and then I can duplicate it. Okay, duplicate. Now this one I'm going to modify. No, not replace, modify. And I'm going to add on... Well, actually, we've got... Yeah, we're going to use these ones. Okay. I'm going to use the normal one, not instead of the... Although the flipped one looks... It looks like the flipped one is actually the one facing the correct direction, looking at where the cab is. I've arranged for... Okay, I see. Right, so that's going to be quite expensive. However, it is going to cap out our coaches, because they can only do 70, I believe. Yes. We do have faster ones, but these are good. Right, so now let's modify that train, and then let's send it on the electric. I think I put... Did I not put the train E? There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, and this one's got a whistle as well. Okay, and then I would like to see if this train now is able to fill the demand, or if there is still yet more to do, like if we need another train or something. Train 4. Is that a... Oh, that's on the logs. That's fine. Because the condition only affects the noise emissions, which isn't really a thing for the log line. How many people are waiting up here now? 22. Okay, that's good. The town appears to have grown somewhat as well. By the way, what does this town... Okay, it needs machines and tools. Tools might be something we can do if we can produce... Actually, no, tools is just wood, isn't it? Yeah, no, machines. Hold on. Tools, I do believe, is actually just... Yeah. Look, we've got a tools factory all the way over here. That could be a really nice one to connect. If we could extend the main line down that way. And we can connect that. And then have tools be shipped up to here, which could work out quite nicely. Thanks for the warning about the mind readingness. Thalberton Tool Shed Industry. Basic 1 is empty. Okay, there are 55 people waiting here now. Well, actually 60 people waiting there now. That's good. Not sure if this train really is gonna be profitable, but at least it's helping the town grow. What's the rate like now? 14 minutes. Okay, it's shaved 4 minutes off. Well, does the rate of the service impact how many people come to it? Because I thought that was how it worked in previous versions of the game. I'm not sure if that's how it still works. Well, as Jesse J once said, it's not about the money, money, money. True, and this line doesn't need to make a profit because our freight stuff is already making such a good profit. However, it would still be nice for it to be optimized. Okay, now where is... that's a coal mine. Because, actually, yeah, that's a good point. How much of this is being transported? Shipment. 100 out of 200. Okay. So that can also level up. So that is fine. We would just need to connect that up onto the main line. Although before we do that, I really need to make the Umgehungs thing for Flusshausen because, again, looking at this, yeah, that's not great. Actually, if I look at this, you can see that isn't great because that's the residential, and that's just that's the noise pollution. It's pinned. That is Jamie's dog. Haha. D&D tomorrow? Yeah, that is the plan. Okay, so let's do this. And let's resume the timescale. Let's set it back up to 1 times. And I would like to let's see. What's the topography like over here? Because this is quite, yeah, that's quite steep. I would like to have come a bit closer to this construction materials thing, but I don't think we're going to really be able to do that. Instead, let's put in a crossover. This is going to be for the freight stuff. I'd really like it to, well, it's almost 100. That's fine. Now where's that junction? All the way back there. Okay. Let's get that out there. And then I guess I'm just going to use this side to come around as broadly as possible. Let's get the contours on. Because I don't really want it to go uphill that much. Especially since this is for freight. And since this is probably going to be used for quite a while, I want to keep the speed limits as high as possible, which in this instance is 120 kilometers per hour. And I do want to give this a fairly wide berth around there. This just goes around there. That does connect. Yes, good, good, good. And then maybe, well, that is quite hilly. But maybe we can have it connect down somewhere along here. Ideally where this curve is probably. So something like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then that can connect up there like that somehow. So this one was the outer or inner? That's the inner track, okay. So if I just connect that up straight with the inner track like this, that's good speed limits, that's looking good height-wise as well. So then I just need to build the other track adjacent. Okay, now I no longer need the contour lines. Put a signal there. Actually, that needs to be, well, that should really be one way because otherwise might not work out right. And then I will put in quite a few of these signal blocks because the freight trains really should, if they are close enough that they would run into each other, then there really should be more signals to allow them to go as much as possible. Especially since they're probably going to be quite heavy. Okay, that seems to be a bit better. Now, time to reroute some trains. So what lines have we got going over here? Well, the iron one. So this comes from the food plant. Should go via this one, by this signal. And that doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? It goes up to here. Did I not connect the tracks somewhere? Because I thought that I did. It doesn't stop up here, does it? No. Why does that not... Where's Marktschellenburg Annex? Oh, right, because the annex is where it picks up the iron. Oh, of course, that makes perfect sense. Okay, and then it goes all the way. That's where it picks up... now that's where it drops off iron. That's where it picks up grain, which means it needs to go via that one on the way back. So now we've got this one, which is about fishing food, but that goes all the way to... Actually, that continues past, which means from the food processing plant, it's going to go via that, and then on its way back via that. Then we've got Flusshausen food, which does actually need to go down there because that's actually delivering to there. And then this one is the passenger, which obviously needs to go through the station. Okay, so that should have split that up nicely to alleviate some of the noise pollution down here. Okay. That should be quite good, I believe. Plus, it's going to make it easy as well if we need to connect up to here or something at some point in the future. Now, the next thing I wanted was lumber. Now, have both these trains got the... No, these trains need to be upgraded. How long is this platform? I think it's 160. Because they're still the limiting factor. Yeah, 160. Okay. So this line, manage vehicles. Let's replace them. Let's go for steam. And we need a... We've currently got this one. This has got 213 kilowatts. I mean, this one alone would be a huge upgrade. Although we don't really need anything that's too fast, we just need something that's strong. I mean, for these ones, which are new, I mean, that's 720,000 a year. Isn't it only 100-something thousand a year? Because if we get something... maybe... Actually, what about these ones? 300-something. How fast do these get on their way back up? Actually, these ones already only do 40. Maybe there's a new home for these ones here. These ones only do 40. And they cost 131, but they've got 213. Electric, these ones are much, much, much more powerful. Which means with the acceleration up the slope, they're probably going to fare much better. So I think it's time to upgrade this to a little electric line, and we'll see how that goes. Come on. There we go. Means that this needs to be electric as well. Oh, something's happened. Why can the train not continue? I'll have to have a look in a moment. Might just be because I'm essentially replacing the tracks. Okay, what is the problem? Train 3, no path. Yeah, it got put on the wrong track. But that does not matter, because these old locos, these rusty little locos, are going to be sold to another railway. So, actually, what's the current... What's the rate we need? Because these have got... Odd. This has got a production of 400, and these have got a rate of over 400, so why are things overflowing there? That's strange. Anyway, sell those. Yes. Then new trains. Buy vehicle. We'll try the ÖBB flipped. And I'm going to put on enough of these ones for 160 length. Like so. And then... Let's try 2 of those. That's 14 million. Then let's put those 2 on the logs line. We'll see how that copes. I think we might still have... what's our train coming over here? Is that still a... Oh, that's still a Borsig. I think we can replace that as well with something else. Modify. Maybe we can put one of those little... one of these ones on there instead. Yeah, let's do that. And then actually I'll give it the other cars as well. The high capacity ones. Give it 160-ish. There we go. Also, it looks like the town has upgraded the roads to the town roads going across here, so it's probably going to grow this way, which is fine, except that this is residential. Although we don't have that many trains going across here. But still... Although that was a very old train. Anyway, what I actually wanted to do... Tell you what, let's speed up the game a bit. Let's do... Actually, let's double check on this line up here. How is this doing passenger-wise? Train's almost down here. We've only got 4 people waiting? Well, we've got 60 people waiting this way, going this way. Ooh, something's blocking something. Okay, so the profits have gone up dramatically since we upgraded the train. But path no electric? Really? Did I miss a bit? I don't think I did. Did I? No. What if I turn it around? Is that gonna work? No. Why not? Okay, now it's got a path electric. Will this one make trouble? Oh, it might be because of the junction. The junction might be a little bit too close. Hold on. And we've got new vehicles available. Lovely. Katana, yes. Will that now work? We'll see. Okay, now I am going to need another platform up here, I suppose. Yeah, because if I want to get these logs, these planks all the way to their end to make the tools, then yeah, we're gonna need more. Gonna need more platforms. How are these guys' profits looking now that I've upgraded them? Well, it's too early to tell, I think. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Actually, I suppose I could... Maybe I could have more platforms over on this side. Although I'd have to delete a little bit there first, which is fine. If I put in standard tracks there... Delete that. And go over. Oh, where's it? There we go. Standard tracks. Actually, I want those standard tracks, not the 4-high platform. Oh, for new stuff. Flying Scotsman, okay. Right. So then bring that over to about there, I think is fine. Now, could I... No, that's not... That's still a bit too close. Yeah, because I'll need... Yeah, I'll want this to carry on to there. And then I'll put platforms on that. Yeah, I'll just put the regular freight ones on. And since this is such a long distance one, I might as well increase the length slightly to up there, and then I can also... add in another little building to make this look a little bit better. Maybe. Although it's kind of the wrong side for that. Yeah, actually let's do it up to there. And then let's put in a little building. Oh, we've got another new engine. Nice. Cargo buildings. Yeah, sort of a warehouse looks good. Ooh, more coaches. Ah, there we go. These are the ones that I wanted. Although we'll have to compare them to see if those work for the electric route. In which case I'm gonna pause that because I don't want to miss them, miss their utility, or their potential utility I should say. Now let's just have a little road coming down this way. And then up to there, I'm going to build that whoops. I'm going to build that anyway. Actually, that didn't work. There we go. Because that's not clipping, so that's good. And that... pause. And then get that up to there. Much nicer. So now it looks like it's two separate stations, but actually it's one and the same. And if I can maybe paint a little bit over there, so asphalt maybe? Yeah, I'm just gonna paint that in, just because it's supposed to be one and the same area. Actually, could I put in... I doubt it. But could I put in a footbridge, maybe? If I can remember where they were. Actually, no, I don't think they appear for cargo platforms, unfortunately. Underpass with entrance. Oh. Oh, I see. That's very nice. Not needed here, but still very nice. We do, however, need to connect the tracks. Chat, yes. Oh, so Jessie's surname is also Jamie. Didn't know. Didn't know that she spoke English. Also, on a slight off topic, I did complete ETS Halloween event and got the digital Count Dracula plushie. Ooh, official pick. Ah, yes. Hargor Gildings. Hargor Gildings? Hager Gildings. That's the good name. That's a good name. Keep that in mind, haha. Okay, so standard. Actually, let's unpause. Connect that with catenary, of course. And then... Actually, I'll have... just to make this look a little bit better, I'll have some parallel tracks running through there, just for sidings. But then this should be double tracked anyway, so I might as well use one of those tracks that goes to the siding as the other track for the double track. And that can really be quite a steep curve because things won't be going along, trains won't be along here too quickly. But this doesn't really need to be electrified. So actually I'm going to turn off electrification for this. All the way up to there. Well, actually I should probably turn it off all the way for that siding as well. Yeah, that's good. And then if we need to build more vehicles at this depot, then it would probably also be good to have an actual crossing over track at some point. Like that, maybe. And then another one crossing over a little bit later. And then we can actually double track this, so that this branch that comes down is going to be an actual... actually, I might as well... yeah, I should probably tear this bit up. Yes, that becomes an actual line, a double track line instead. Okay, so that goes over there, that comes over this way. Then we can cross over here as well if needed. Ah yes, and here I will need to remove a bit of those forest undergrowth bushes, because those are completely overgrowing the tracks. Okay, so that crosses over. So you can actually get to the depot, and the depot can get to both sides, that's fine. That's already coming over to the correct side. However, we're gonna get rid of the double slip switch here, because we just don't need it. Also, that doesn't look too great with the height there. I can make that look a bit better. Hold on. Yeah, but take it back to about there. Also, let's double check the profits on these trains. Oh yeah, the profits did go up quite a bit. Have we actually... Oh look! Now we are actually keeping up with demand. Isn't that nice? With production, sorry. Okay, well, I think maybe if I... 62, 63, 64, 65, 64, 63. Okay, so that is the kind of the best curve we can get here. So I'm gonna make it come down to be parallel first, and then I'm gonna make it merge in. That way the grade will be the same, and we won't get that overlapping. Height difference not looking great. That's just the result of error, terrain alignment collision. Build anyway. That could be true, but it's not. Oh, we've got the Heil Signale. Don't want to use them on this stretch quite yet, though. Make that go up to there. And then I'll have one set of signals like that. Okay, so now that's connected up here, right in front of the bypass, which of course bypasses. And then how are we looking for the iron here? Things are being transported, but I think we're still losing stuff here. How's this line looking profit-wise? Oh yeah, that's doing great. Maybe we can even... What's the top speed of these? It looks like 75 kilometers per hour, which I think is the top speed of the cars as well. Because if we're going to manage vehicle, yeah, manage vehicles, modify. Yeah, we're using these ones. Actually, these are 80 kilometers an hour. And the locomotives we're using, I thought those were 80 as well. I think we're using... Yeah, we're using these ones, so those are 80 as well. So, can't really... Oh, hold on. Oh, new industry founded. Interesting. Good. So I think I'll duplicate one more of these trains. Because our rate... Okay, our rate now has just gone up again. Okay, good. We'll see what that does. How's this line doing? Oh, well, we've almost got 60 waiting there. And yeah, so we seem to be getting around 60 going back and forth, which is okay. Right, we've already got the line, the junction here for the line to cross over. I'm gonna set the speed back up to ×2. Oh, actually no, I'm not, because I wanted to have a look at the... Oh, hello, Skyline. Welcome. How are thee? Okay, let's save that. And then I'll compare the train we've got currently. Electric. Actually, that's a multiple unit. Okay. So we're currently running these ones, I believe. Yes. So 75 for 700,000 a year. And these ones are 65. That is cheaper. But actually, I think maybe... Yeah, I think that these ones would be much better suited, actually. Because, I mean, this one's got the power car and then the wagon. And then these ones, yeah, that's just a single one. Actually, that's interesting. Maybe we haven't unlocked the other variants yet. But we're really only getting about 60 passengers currently. So this one is a little bit slower, but it's much cheaper because this is... So the locomotive itself costs 700,000 a year, plus all the wagons, and those double-decker ones are really expensive. So I think these ones are better, this EMU. We can get 2 of them, and then have a crossing point in the middle. So let's pause. And I want to build the crossing point somewhere. I wonder where the trains would actually cross. Because this bit is all uphill, but I think the trains could probably reach that. So where is kind of the midpoint? If I imagine that stretched out about there, then the midpoint would be around here, I guess? Okay, well, let's put in a siding. And I am gonna cut into the rock rather than build out. And let's have it go all the way up to there. And then merge. Put in signals. And might as well... Actually, what's the difference between these two? I'm not that familiar with these. I think that's the main one. That's one. That one's one with 4 signal, maybe. I think this one's fine. Yeah, we're going to use the electric signals on this. Makes sense for the electric railway. Okay. And now, let's get ourselves some EMUs. Actually, let's save first. Okay, manage vehicles. Replace. There we go. Let's do this one. I know this one's from USSR, not Europe, but that's fine. Actually, let's read the description. It was the first electric multiple unit produced in the USSR. It was intended for Baku Sabunchi, that name, and produced by that name, wagon plant. This plant had no any experience in EMU, but have been one of the main producers of Soviet trams. That's why the first Soviet EMU looks like a large tram. Those trains worked in Baku from 1926 to 1940. Okay, so let's replace that. Looks lovely. And then let's also purchase a second one, clone vehicle. And I mean, they can only pass at one place anyway, so that should be fine, hopefully. Let's follow this one. Ah, there it is. Look, 3 trains all at once. That's lovely. Oh look, and it's even got the destination on the front. I can't really yeah, Markschellenberg. Does this have an interior? Oh, it does! Ooh. Hahaha. Can always move the camera a bit as well. Hold on, if I go out and click on it again to go in, will it reset the position? Yes, good. Okay, by the way, Abbas3916, not sure if you ever saw this, but Paradise did show off the fictional comic book cover I designed for one of the MVR respins I did a few weeks back. If you're interested, there's the clip. We'll have a look at that. We'll have a look after the stream. Oh, thanks. Okay, let's fast forward this bit. Because we already know this line. Temptation got to me and I had look now. Very nice. Again, there's the other one. Because I do want to see if the placement of the passing loop is good or not. I like that emu a lot. Yeah, it's nice. That looks like a fair few people waiting there. How many is that? 38. Oh, and of course, because it's an EMU, it's gonna reverse back the other way. Ah, hahaha. That's nice. I always forget that that's a feature in this game. This is the real speed, by the way. I think these ones fit so nicely into this landscape. Just look at this. Actually, maybe we should take a screenshot like that. Or something close to that. Maybe if I go slightly more. Like that, perhaps. Oh yes, that could be a nice thumbnail. Just look at that. It just makes me happy. Okay, well, let's see if it actually... if the placement of the... Actually, no, that's already waiting there. So it is too late. Actually, no, it's too early. Yeah, it should be maybe there. Tell you what, let's put in let's put in a passing loop here. And then they can choose which one they want to use. Okay, so now that that appears to be working somewhat, let's have a look at the iron ore trains. How are the finances? Oh yeah, doing really very well, I would have thought. 300 rate. And tell you what, let's go into the timetable, and actually, for this one, let's change that down to 3 minutes waiting to unbunch at Buttfishing. And we're still overflowing there. How are we still? We're not overflowing over here, are we? No, we are not. However, yeah, see, they're gonna come in here and then they're gonna unbunch there, which is good. But they're gonna be waiting up here to come back down. But they're the only trains using this line, so that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it as is for now. Right, so I wanted to extend line this way. Now, where might this line go? Obviously along the river. I don't think I want to have a station over here, because that's where residential district is, and I think it would be nice to have just a bridge going across and have the station over on this side. However, actually, should we connect it? Should we connect it now, or should we connect it later? What's the geography like over here? Ah, really hilly, of course. Although if we follow this contour along, that's actually not that bad. Because I want to get coal. And so what we could... I think we're going to connect this coal mine, this colliery. And then we can also connect train service. So passenger service as well. Okay, that seems good. So I'm just going to build a basic station. I missed it, hold on. I'm going to build a basic station over here. No, I want a bit of room for potential growth, especially if we need freight tracks in the middle. Okay, that seems fine. Although, yeah, that should be good. And then we're probably also going to need, well, that's also the residential stuff over there, which is less than ideal. However, that's where the contours are, so our line's going to probably come along following this contour. So this is, I'm going to turn the other way. Sort of like that, place that there. That's for the passengers. And then this is going to be the freight. Only really need one track. And I want this to follow this contour line. So having it turned this way is probably best. Length, well, I'll increase the length to 240 meters. Which, yes, that will mean that I'll need to increase the length of the steel mill by, well, to 240 meters as well for this to actually work. but that's fine. And that is now already connected. However, I do want to connect the actual road as well. Okay, so that's connected to the colliery. It sounded a bit like a wailing vacuum cleaner. Down by the riverbank, yeah. Curtis, will you be adding a boat line today? Probably not. That's where the contours are, yeah. Okay, I just need the regular standard line. I suppose I could probably just connect this in one go because this isn't that far. And no, I do not want catenary on this. That's a tiny bit of an embankment, but that is fine. Actually, well, I'm going to lower it one. That's better. And I'm going to have a junction there, of course. And we might actually have a... Actually, I don't know. Should we have... we might have a second passenger line, so to split it up, because some lines... Actually, I will want this to go downhill a bit as well. And actually, if it's going downhill, then... I mean, that isn't actually that steep if it just goes straight down, oddly enough. Huh. Intriguing. Yeah, because the thing is, some really busy like the things with really long lines that stop everywhere, they'll be used for commuter traffic as well, commuter passengers, instead of just the long distance passengers. And so, how's that going to look? Bumpy. Yeah, so then that can get clogged up. So then the entire capacity will be taken up by the commuters, and there won't be any space for the actual long distance riders. And so it can be helpful to split things up. We might even split it up a bit further, so we can have an express that only stops at, well, let's see, an express that stops at Bad Vissing, and then at Marktschellenberg, and then over at Falkenberg. And then we can have a smaller line that goes Falkenberg, Böthard, Marktschellenberg, and then another one that goes from Bad Vissing, Eschenlohe, Flusshausen, Marktschellenberg, which is the one we've currently got. And I think that might be a good idea, because hopefully that'll mean that the passengers will actually, that the long distance ones are going to be faster will be faster for long distance than the commuter will be. And so they will prefer that, hopefully. Okay, I do want to get a bit of a bridge here because this is on a grade, and so a level grade might not work well. Okay, let's try and see what kind of bridge might work. Actually, maybe one of these ones could work. Yeah, that looks quite nice. I like the look of that. And then, of course, curved road. Take that back a bit more. And then, of course, I'll make this look a little bit nicer. I won't do too much work terraforming, but I will make it look a bit nicer. And there's plenty of space to add the separate passenger and freight lines along here as well when we need to do that. So let's just very quickly get some mixed trees. And just quickly add a little bit along here. And then I will remove some that are a bit too close. Because this line doesn't really go through the woods too much. So it'll be nice having a little bit of that along here as well. Yeah, sort of like that. That's nice. And then, actually, yeah, we can save while we're here. Then I'll remove some that are a bit too close. But I don't want to take too long with this as well. Is that a bit too close? Yeah, that's a bit too close, unfortunately. And the same for that little stretch of road as well, although with the road I don't think I need to remove as many because it's okay to have some overhang. And then maybe I can even do a little bit of smoothing with the terrain. To make this look a little bit nicer. Smooth tool. Ah, yes. Then paintbrush. Let's try. Actually, is this the light green? No, that's the wrong one. Grass cutted 2. Yeah, that's the one. And then I'll add a little bit of the woodland thing. In goes woodland, and I'll reduce the strength, of course. That's a bit too weak. Just a little bit along the edges there. Maybe even along there. Don't want to spend too long on this though, as I've previously stated. Okay, how does that look? It looks okay. That bit could use a little bit more. Anyway, we can improve this later on as well. That is a bit too close. There we go. Right. What was I? Simmelsdorf Stahlbütten 2 has broken down. Consider hiring more coal workers. Oh, one question. Is there super elevation in this game? No. In Transport 2, no. Don't think that I've seen that. Simmelsdorf. Bahnhof. Falkensee. Grundorf. I'm really glad that trees and stuff move with the train in Transport Fever 2. Having played trains, you sorta take that for granted. Not the case with OMZ, as you yourself mentioned yesterday. Or OMZ2 for the matter. Schrobbeten? Stahlmühle. Oh, sorry. I recognize that word as something else. Right, now we just need to go along the side. Is this still selected the correct one? Yeah, okay. Just need to basically go flat along the Riverside. Which is going to look quite nice. And yes, we do have plenty of space for a second track along there, which is good. In fact, let's add that right now. You'd have Strahlbütten sounds like a tiny German atom city. Ha, true. Atom village. You'd have Strahlhütten and PP right next door. Yes. Oh yes, Strahlhütten, of course, yes. This is going to be a nice run. Following the river. Which, yes, granted, is kind of taking over the job of boats. But if you can have a rail line that follows the same path as a boat would, like it's actually parallel, then I don't see how boats could be superior to trains in any way, given that circumstance. Also, I think I should probably take the track from here first. And I think I should also raise that up a bit if possible. Well, that's too far. Just a bit like so. And can I build that anyway? Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, this is the left-hand track. Which, is that the correct one on this side? No, that's the wrong one. So I'll need to connect this with a right-hand track first. Is that good height elevation wise? Yeah, it's okay to have a little bit of an embankment along the river. Also good against flooding. Show this well. In OMZ 2, you can set a spline's dam angle, width and offset when flattening terrain to that. Yes, I'm aware. Let's save. Quite helpful. Also, you also get to attach objects to splines. Yes, I know. Repeat them along. Would be really helpful in trains with streetlights and such. Yes, that is true. Okay, now signals. This, of course, is getting the new electric signals. And I am gonna space them out a bit. because at the moment this isn't going to be very high traffic yet. Oh yes, and we are going to need a crossover track there as well. So, if a train comes in on that side, I shall move the signal a little closer in that case. So on that side, you can cross over onto this side instead. So it comes over that way, then comes back the other way. Do we have that already over at Marktschellenberg? No, it goes in this way. And then I didn't, yeah, okay. Okay. Can I fit that in like so? Surprisingly, yes. Although that signal is much too close now, so I'll have to move that back a bit. And then it can come into the right-hand platform, although arguably the left-hand platform would be better, considering that I'll need to add a couple. Actually, tell you what, let's save, and let's set up the plank train first, just to make sure that that actually works. And then we'll work on that station a bit and expand it, because that was the plan originally. Let's add one there, and that uses platform 1, which is... where? Or platform 3, rather. Yeah, platform 3 is good. And there... okay, load any's okay currently. And then it should unload up there. On the way, it needs to, of course, use the freight loop around Flusshausen. So it needs to go past this signal first, and then go past that signal. And this one needs to be Falkenberg. Actually, hold on. Train Falkenberg planks. And then, of course, this is going to need some trains as well. If only we had a depot that was near here. Right, so this is a really long journey. However, again, we're limited by the speed of our cars, which is 80 kilometers an hour. Actually, how long is this one? Because I extended the... oh, wait, that was wrong. This was built up to the colliery, not to the... oh yeah, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, this is the colliery train. My mistake. So I need to rename that to... actually, I need to change that completely, because this doesn't even go to Flusshausen now. It goes to Aschau. So manage line. I need to actually redo this. So it needs to go all the way up. Well, I'm just going to redo it completely. So it needs to go from there. Aschau I'm in. Past there. Then all the way to the colliery. And then it needs to come past the opposite one, which is this one. And then comes back in. So now I need to rename that to train Ashau in coal. Not streetlights. Hahaha. Yes, of course. And then this is loading at Falkensee. And since it's the only train going up there, I can make full load any. And now I can purchase some trains. And you know what? I'm still going to buy them up here. I think that's going to be good. And of course, yes, we're still limited to 80. So really, these locomotives are kind of the best. Although strength-wise, 458, because about 2.7800. Now these ones are interesting. They're really strong, but they're nowhere near as fast as we need, because we actually do need to hit that 80. And I think maybe these ones could be good, because there is a lot of traffic on this line, which means probably a lot of stopping and starting at signals in the densely populated, well, densely serviced area. And so having a high acceleration profile would probably be quite good. So I'm going to use this one. And then, hold on, I need to actually change the length. Actually, yeah, 240 was the length I chose, I think. 240, yeah. So I'm going to add gondolas until the length is 240. And I'm going to need to increase the length of the other platform as well. So this one needs to go on the coal line. Or not. Why is that not going to work? Is it trying to get to the wrong station? I think it might be. Which is unfortunate. It'd be so nice if we could just tell it to skip a station. But that is not an option, unfortunately. So can I cheat and very quickly put in a... I guess I can build anyway. And then you go on coal? No. So I suppose that wasn't the issue after all. So then what is the issue? The line is clearly working. Is the depot somehow not connected? No, that is connected. And that connects over onto this side. Oh, I see. It doesn't connect the other way, because the middle track isn't actually the depot track. The other track is the depot track. So we do actually need a crossing like that. And now it'll work. There we go. 458, eh? Haha. Yeah. Ooh. Let's double check these guys' profit. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. Okay, now this loco, actually let's change the color of the line to dark grey. Is good, and I'll keep this pinned for now, and I'll increase the platform length up here. That's 160 still, which means I'll need 2 more platform lengths. And actually pause quickly. because I have to make sure that this actually works. So tracks. This needs just some basic standard track. And then I'll need some cargo platforms along here. And then I'll need to reconnect this. And I'll just put some diamond crossovers in here. Or I believe they're also called British style crossovers. Okay, and this should now actually be using both. Yes, good. Good, good. So, I suppose it's time to fast forward. This is exactly why I wanted a locomotive with better acceleration, especially with these long trains. Oh, and it's going the wrong way because I... Okay, need to quickly fix that. Although actually no, why is it going that way? It should be going the other way. Oh, I guess it's heading straight to the station and it isn't going via any track marks, for want of a better word. Let's have a look here. Yeah, still not perfect, but much better now that this is going all the way around the top. Aber Vorwärtsklein. Fehler bei Bereichsprüfung der neuen Schienenkonstruktion. Kurvendurchmesser zu klein. If you had the Großraum Stadtbus, the modest, it would unlock in 11 years. Yeah, and I do want to add it, it's just I'd have to play test it first and I didn't have the time. I'm about to do qualifying, then a race on iRacing in GT3 Ferrari, Fun Karte Drive Race. I see. I hope it goes well for you. Staffelbus, as in saddle. Oh, Sattelbus, oh right. I read that as Stadtbus first, and that's why the Stadt, the S as a sh, was already kind of locked in my mind. And there's a train stopped up ahead. Which is of course less than ideal. Why is that guy stopped? Oh, because that needs to go all the way in here and that's the last signal before it goes to single track. That needs to really be fixed. Actually, that's a good point. Let's... Well, no, I'm gonna redo that station later because that might take a bit too long now. And people are waiting. 51 for the E-train. Nice. Oh, look, they've just... I think they've just passed each other. Yeah, look, they've just passed each other in motion, which is nice. One going forwards, the other going backwards. Well, actually, are they both going forwards? Huh, I think they're both going forwards. I think one might have been rotated the other way originally. Okay, now the grain train's going, which means the other train will soon also be going. By the other train, I mean the coal train, which we are actually supposed to follow. I only know GT3. The only GT3 I know is this one. Alright, the gas turbine, I think. Is it? Yeah. These boats be good to add. Let's have a look. I do already have some smaller boats from Ingo's mods thing. Also, put this loco on the thumber. This one? Why this one? I thought the electric train might look nice. But maybe. Maybe we can take a thumbnail over here, if we do want that one indeed. Maybe something like that. That could look nice. Just something like that, perhaps. Maybe from the other side. With the steam billowing on the sides as well. That red icon, Iron Bridge, reminds me of the FMA bridge plans for trains, shipwise at least. Yeah, they are supposed to be UK bridges, I think. But they just have a lot of viaducts as well. Okay, and there's some amount of coal already waiting here. Good. And I'm gonna tell this guy to wait until full, maximum stop duration 10 minutes. And fast forward. Actually, tell you what, I'm gonna pin this, and then I want to start, because I do want to see how much money this makes just per trip. But to do that, it's gonna obviously have to go through. So while we're doing that, let's have a look on this. Now I could have... Because I do want to expand the station as well. Now do I want to have... Yeah, I really should have another platform there. Ah, and this will have the new architectural design, which is going to be nice. I do like it when the trains are... when the train stations are mixed, have mixed architectural designs like this. Standard tracks. Actually, I'm going to do the electrified standard tracks over here, because the electric line might use either of these platforms. And then I want the 2 more through tracks. And then I'll want another platform on the other side, which I think I'm just going to make a regular track. And then passenger platforms again. And then I want the MISC. Which ones did I use? Was it this one? No. That one? No. This one? No. Which one was it? Which roof style was it? Because that one's got the closed top. I thought it was this one, but this looks a bit different. Odd. Actually, they all look the same. Why do all these look the same? And yes, I know. Actually, it might be because that's a little bit wider. Ah. Because you can't have these in the middle. That explains it. But that's okay. Because this is an addition to the platform anyway. Though maybe we should have like a cargo platform in the middle. Actually, yeah, let's try that. Yeah, because that could be fun. So I'll want a... I want a standard track through the middle here. Then I'll want a freight platform. Then we'll have that on that side, then that, which is going to be... Actually, where are we going to have the through tracks? Because... Hello, serious calculating. Oh, couldn't get a clean lap. Properly starting towards the back of a 19-car field. Gonna start the 15-minute race. Wish me luck. Good luck. Bye-bye in advance, since the stream will end in 3 minutes roughly. Oh right, yeah, we're very close. Hello, serious calculating, yes. Okay, so... I suppose... Because those two through tracks, those are really useful, but I do want some more through tracks. But maybe I could have those just be bypass tracks around the bottom, and then those could go underneath the bridge, maybe, and they're not actually part of the station. In which case, just having a passenger platform on the side, just to have one more passenger platform, might be enough. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Because then we'll have one passenger line for one platform for the line coming from Bad Füssing, one for the electric. Then we'll have one for the commuter coming this way, but then I do also want to have express. But the express coming through is probably going to use those two as well, so it's probably going to double on those two. Because it should really just go straight through as much as possible. Starting last. Ah. Oh well. Maybe you can turn it around still. Okay, well let's try and put in... Nah, that's not gonna work. I need to make it parallel. Which means I need to have passenger platform there. And then that'll be one of the roof spans. Yeah, see, now it's got the same width. Although actually, maybe I can make it a bit different. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but that might actually look better. How does that look? That's really too tall. Hold on. Configure. Now let's remove that. And let's put this back. Come on. Oh, it won't sync up anymore. Maybe if I do it from the middle? I think it was this one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so sync that one up. And then build it across. And is that going to be enough? Actually, tell you what, we should probably use the rightmost track for the electrics. Well, actually, we might not be able to get the bridge in close enough. Could we get the bridge in close enough? Let's have a quick look. Electrics, yes. If I just said start from here, then connect there. Actually, yes, we could. So let's use that for the electrics instead. And we might need to, yeah, we'll need to change which platform it uses. So this needs to manage line. At Schellenberg, use platform 4. And then we need to electrify that. Why can I not electrify that like this? Do I have to replace it manually? I might have to replace it manually. I hope this won't mess up the roofs too much. Tracks. This one. Yep, that looks fine. Okay, so now can you work? Will you work? Could not connect all stations. Manage vehicles. No, manage line. I should have clicked. Manage line. Yeah, because this needs to use platform 4 again. There we go. Of course, now, well, we'll have to redo this whole thing as well, because the trains won't really be able to enter or exit properly. Although for the time being, I think I can get away with just adding in a tiny little branch there so we can get the electric train into the depot, should we need to. Okay, so electric's going to use that, which means we have 2 passenger platforms here, one of which is doubled with freight, but we can maybe get the freight in there, we'll see. So this one, those 2 are going to be the express, and then we can have the other commuter coming in here maybe, since it'll have to cross over the main line anyway. Okay, now we'll just need to continue the footbridge over. Misc. Scroll to the end. And then, I believe it was this one? No, it was the other one. Actually, was it? Yeah, the other one. There we go. And then I just wanted some of these fancier lights on here as well. Just like that. Okay, and we've got benches there. That's all fine. Now the last thing that remains is I wanted to have another underpass, really. Well, that's raised up a bit too high. Why is that raised up? Oh, because of the water table. Ah. Yeah, that is not going to function. That's unfortunate. I'd hoped I'd be able to get that underneath there. Actually, like this I can. That collides with the water, but like that I can get it underneath. Let's try that. Then if I bring a parallel track sort of just up to there, and then delete that bit, bring that parallel track across, and then have it be double tracked like this, that actually doesn't look too bad. It does look like it might get flooded occasionally. I think I'm going to leave that in for now. And then just have this connect up here. Just so that the trains won't have to go... Actually, that should not have catenary. Just that the trains won't have to go through the station if they just need to bypass it. And don't need to go up at all. Which case, this should really be straight. Bit of a curve. And coming in straight to there. And those just need to connect. Which isn't going to be that tricky. I think I should probably just have them come in right around there. Can I make this one long stretch? Yes, surprisingly. And then I just need signals. And then I just need to redirect the coal train. So manage line. So it's coming from dropping off the coal, going past there. Then it needs to go past there. And then from there, before it gets to the other node, it needs to get past there. Ah, that's not going to work. Why is that not going to work? Oh, because that's in the wrong thing. I thought it selected that one. There we go. Now that bypasses the station. Okay, so the very last thing I wanted... Oh, we got it just in time. The very last thing I wanted to do is to check... Well, this is an almost full load. It isn't exactly a full load, but it's an almost full load. And apparently it's on the wrong truck anyway, because it had the wrong destination. That's fine, never mind. And we will need to rework the station approach on this side and on the other side. And I will probably also fiddle around with that a bit to see if I can get that a bit of a shallower angle. Today we've got that lovely faster acceleration than the other locomotive had. I think the lodding on some of these locomotives is really, like the actual closest meshes are probably really very detailed because of the, I'm guessing just because of the performance when I zoom in. Okay, now we're using the Umgehungsstrecke, which is bypass or diversionary line. I don't quite like how that goes down into the hill and then climbs back out. I'll fix that next time probably. And connects back up. Now we just need to get through this station somehow. which of course will need to stop because the tool train's just arriving. The absolutely ancient tool train. Literally is the 1 1/3 or 1/3. D 1/3 or whatever it's called. Look, even the new wagons we put on are looking a bit mucky. Tell you what, I'll put on a new. I'll modify this very quickly to put on one of these ones. Just to give this train a little bit more acceleration. And I love how some of how the wagons and locomotives and things have differing conditions. If you just modify the trains, how it remembers the conditions. Okay, now we should shortly be there. We just need to pass through here first. Oh, that guy's pretty much full passing through here. Nice. We're almost at the steel mill. And, oh, yes, and then I'm gonna end. Definitely. Audio thumbnails, so that's good. Floods galore, yeah. Probably, I am gonna work with that a bit more. Lecture from the bin? Yeah, probably. Okay, this train should fit. And it does, I think. Okay, 14.5 million. Which, looking at the line, that's how much it's cost, that's how much it cost, that's how much it earned. Okay. That is good. Just a very quick look to see how much coal we've got waiting here. This should probably... yeah, that's okay. Rate 400, and this is only got a rate of 53. Let's just have 4 of these trains. Okay, now, save and end. So save game, this one, overwrite. And then, so next time we'll be connecting these with passenger services, so the Falkenberg and Butthard with Max Schönberg. And then we're going to set up a commuter there, and then we're going to set up an express going all the way through. Also, over here, there are now quite a few passengers waiting already. This guy's just arriving, but those 2 trains are keeping on top of things quite nicely. We're probably also going to rework the station approaches on both of these ends. And then I do also want to do the planks and tools thing, but we'll see how far we get. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Well then, thank you for streaming. It was fun, good night, and see you tomorrow, hopefully. Oh yes, and Albastra as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for streaming, catch you soon. Bye bye, good night.